2 points, and Mr. President, you in particular will appreciate at least part of my comments. I had, obviously, the good fortune of working in the Assembly before I came to the Senate, and at the time, I ran for minority. When I ran for minority leader, we had 53 members, and we had, at the time, secret ballot for that election. Based on the handshakes that I had received during the course of that process, I should have won 30 to 23. But somehow, the numbers went the other way. I came up on the short end of the stick, 27-26. Now, why do I tell this story? Because I do think it has some relevance to our fundamental obligations. The day I lost that race, it was not fun. It was embarrassing. It was a source of personal humiliation, and anybody would go through that. But the reality is I was the Assembly Republican, ranking member of the Ways and Means Committee, and right after that vote, I was out on the floor debating the budget. I was doing my job. I was not being a sore loser. I took it on the chin, stood up like a man, went into the chamber, and did the work that I was elected to do. Did I want to be there? Absolutely not. The reality was the vote was taken, the results came out in a way that I didn't like, and frankly, ladies and gentlemen, that's basically what has happened here. There were 32 votes. It was a real vote. It was taken in proper procedure, and I believe it was legal. So I think in one respect, anybody, whether it's Mr. Winter, Senator Spada, or me, periodically have to do things that you don't like, especially when the results don't go your way. Now, why is this important? It's not about me, it's not about any one of us, it's about the people we represent. And I think of some of our fundamental obligations. I'm the ranking Republican on the Education Committee. I'm going to mention 4 quick things that we need to work on before June 30th. And one of them is a grave concern to Senator Flanagan, Senator Golan, Senator Lanza, and that's mayoral control in the city of New York. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That's important to me as well. It should be important to everybody in this chamber because New York City is a critical part of our state. I don't represent that part of the state, but I understand the fundamental importance just as Senator Spada does. Those kids need a proper education like every other student in the state of New York. Mayoral control, in my opinion, is a good thing. It's something which we should have passed already, frankly. But now we have an obligation and responsibility to do it before June 30th. And we have 3 other things that are languishing out there that actually make a real difference in people's lives, even though they're not front page news. We have No Child Left Behind. If we don't make some accommodation on that prior to June 30th, we're going to be out of compliance with the federal government. We could lose money. We lose money, what does that mean? We'll lose aid to our school districts. That'll make property taxes go up. We also have IDEA. Very special funding, and we got enhanced money through the federal stimulus package this year. That could be in trouble too. That's real money to the state of New York, to our school districts, the kids who have acute and particular needs, and it has a direct effect on the property taxpayers in the state of New York. And the last thing is, we have a program which allows for some conditional employment for school district employees pending certain background checks. That's going to expire. So if we don't act before June 30th, we'll be abdicating our responsibility, putting our school districts in a perilous position. And again, I realize this is not the front burner issue, but it has a real impact on kids, on parents, on taxpayers, and we should be in here debating those bills, or frankly just passing them, instead of having to engage in a discussion where we're in essence begging our colleagues to come in and do their jobs. Sometimes these jobs are a lot of fun, and sometimes they are just plain tough. But regardless, we have an obligation to do them. And that's what at least 31 of us are doing, and there are 31 others who should be here joining us.